Yeah, okay, maybe it's not that bad. The solver agrees with my barrel. I like it. Okay. I'm a GTO wizard. Final hand of the night, which is a bit of a sketchy hand. This one is even more outrageous, let's say, for my eyes. But we have some tight reg that opens up some another crappy reg that calls, and we make the squeeze with 7-6 suited against tight players. We need to, of course, we need to balance out our squeezing range. 7-6 suited, 6-5 suited, 5-4 suited. These hands play pretty nice against tight ranges, and I like to include them in my squeezing range against tight players. So the original player folds, which is good news because he was the one who was uncapped here. And the second guy on my right calls. So he's capped. I'm uncapped. We go into the flop of king, jack, king. Perfect flop, range bet of 1/3. I need to bet here like 30 or 35. I bet 20. I don't know why I bet so small. Maybe I miscalculated the pot or something. I thought it's like 80 or 70, but basically bet 1/3 here. He calls. The turn is pretty much a blank. Now in this spot, I thought like, okay, I have some pretty like natural bluffs, right? Like ace queen, queen 10, some backdoor flush draws like ace, X suited that just got the flush draw on the turn that barrels the turn. So there's plenty of combos of hands that are like natural bluffs in this spot. It's not a very dry board, which is like very hard to find natural bluffs. So I don't really need to turn that many non-equity hands into a bluff. But I didn't came there to check. I came there to bet, so I decided to barrel this turn. I think I had a read that he was like a pretty passive player. I mean, of course, he was capped in this kind of spot. If he, called down pre and then called my squeeze, he mainly has some kind of pocket pair or some jack 10 or like queen jack type of hand. He could have the occasional king. He definitely could have it. But there's 2 kings on the flop. It's not that common for him. It's not that, likely for him to have a king, but it's definitely possible. You're going to run into a king at some point of the time. But I bet the flop here and bet the turn. And he makes the call. Let's see if the solver actually like agrees with this stuff. I mean, I don't have a bias solver here, but I can check with the database solver. So we're high jack, low jack, and he's right on my right. So if, for example, I try to make a sim, I mean, it's a 6-max sim, but I'll try to make the most similar sim. So let's say we open up from under the gun. No, let's say someone opens from under the gun and we free bet from the hijack. I mean, it's a free bet. It's a bit of a different spot than it was here multi-way, but just let's say just for the sake of demonstration, let's try to plug these numbers in to the solver to see what he does. King, jack, king, diamonds, hearts, spades. Diamonds, hearts, spades. Right? I think it was something like this. Yeah, the spades was a jack and the turn is a 4 of hearts. Wait. Yeah, the spades was a jack. Oops. Jack of spades, king of hearts. Sweet. Does the solver even have free bets with 7-6 suited? Let's see the hijack ranges. Yeah, 7-6 suited. Why there's so much calling going on in here? Why we call here? Like 2% of the time with ace kings, ace 5s, and well, I don't know. There's like some calling here. I think it's like because of the rake structure or something. I play mainly free bet folds, but let's say there's like some calling here. But that's low percentage of the time. It shouldn't affect our range too much. Yeah, and he calls. We go to the flop of king, jack, king. He checks range as he should, and we bet 1/3 as we should. I mean, we bet less, but we just should range bet 1/3 in this spot. The turn is a deuce. He calls the bet. Interesting range. Like for a 1/3 bet, you should be already like letting go most of your pocket pairs. I don't think people fold enough hands that they should, especially regs. Like regs don't like to fold much against other regs. They have big egos. So I don't think people will fold like all these pocket pairs that they should for a 1-4 bet on these kind of flops. They're more sticky, let's say, in my experience on a live felt. Except for some players, of course, they're like pretty tight and they fold like correctly, or probably even more than that. So the turn is a 4 of hearts. Under the gun checks range as he should. Yeah, okay, maybe it's not that bad. The solver agrees with my barrel. I like it. Okay. I'm a GTO wizard. I knew that okay, even barrel's like 6-5 suited, and I mean 4-5 suited, 8-7 suited. Apart from the backdoor heart. Okay, so apparently we have too much like value combos, and so we need like more bluffs than the natural bluffs are available for us. Yeah, of course the ace queens bet, ace queen suited, all of them bet. This is our like natural bluffs. Ace 10, okay, so ace 10 doesn't bet for some reason. That's interesting. I don't know why is that. Maybe it thinks like we have enough showdown value with ace 10 or something. I don't know. It's a weird that, I mean, I would barrel ace 10. It's kind of one of the natural bluffs. I would just, I don't know why the solver does it, but either way. We barrel the ace 5s. But the backdoors that didn't complete, I mean, okay, we still barrel some backdoors that didn't complete. The diamonds we bet, the spades we check. I guess it's some balance stuff. I don't know why is this exactly like that. But yeah, all the suited connectors actually bet here. So I thought I was over bluffing in this kind of spot, but we're actually betting according. We get, we got solver approved in this river spot. So I barreled the river. He called and he checked the river as he should. The river is an 8 of diamonds. Let's double check it with the solver. So I bet like, yeah, I bet turn big. He called, and it's the 8 of diamonds. Let's see what the solver does. So the opponent checks as he should, and yeah. Okay, so some of the suited connectors give up on the river that were like barreling the turn. Aces check the river. Okay. The ace queens give up. The ace 5 suited that got to the river are not giving up. Okay, Pakarit's got there. 7-6, 8-7 give up. 7s give up. I mean, 8-7 got some showdown in the river, and that makes sense. But yeah, 7-6, 6-5, 5-4. I mean, 5-4 has also some showdown, but it barreled the turn. I mean, the ones that didn't barrel, like, the ones that barreled the turn, some of them checks back the river. That's interesting. But yeah, the suited connectors that that were like, all the air that I was betting on the turn that got to the river should continue to bet. Pretty obvious, right? Because the air, it's air. It's not going to improve on the river. So you're not going to win. You're not going to win by checking in showdown. So kind of betting is your only option. Of course, you don't want to bet like everything because you're going to be over bluffing way too much. But yeah, my river barrel is kind of solver approved. So the pot is 3-4-4. I have 4-25. I mean, he has 3-30 effective, so it's 3-4-4, 3-30 effective, almost like a pot size bet on the river. I jammed the river. He thinks for a while, and he eventually does make the fold, and it goes through. Okay. Well, I never looked at the solutions for these kind of hands, and the solution was not very accurate, okay, because it was like way earlier positions in the solver, because it's a 6 max solver than it is like this one. But interesting stuff. The hands that got, I mean, I think it would be like a similar result for like earlier positions. Maybe less bluffing in early positions, but still these two combos are, they like to bet here quite a bit. The turn, right? Let's check the turn again. Yeah, they really like to bet the turn. So the 6-5 and 5-4, and the ones that got to the river that didn't improve, well, they continue through by going all in. Okay, that was interesting. I thought I overbluffed in this spot, but I guess it was fine. Especially when the guy is tighter, you get like more full equity, so you can just mix some more bluffs than you actually like to, and you can still it can still turn out fine. You can always overbluff some tighter players. Just don't do it too much, so people wouldn't exploit you. But yeah, these were the hands. A quick summary of the hands. If you like this format, leave a like on this video to help engage with the content. So I would know that you like this kind of content that I make right now. And yeah, see you guys next time.